Welcome back straight into our question of the day this morning. And I suppose no surprises to the question of the day. We just want to get your reaction to the President's sixth State of the Nation address, which he delivered at the Cape Town City Hall last night. So looking forward to hearing from you and finding out what stood out for you, what didn't stand out for you, and what in general your analysis of that State of the Nation address was. So looking forward to hearing from you. Can already see lots of tweets coming through and lots of responses from South Africans. So keep them coming, and we'll certainly read a lot of those to you today. All right, in terms of trending topics, I mean, that already is the top trending topic. Sonar 2022, it was trending the whole of yesterday. But now everybody weighing in on their views and trying to sort of analyze what the president was saying as and when he was speaking last night. So it was a pretty lengthy speech, I have to say. I mean, this was 1 hour and 52 minutes is how long the president spoke for. I even had a phone call coming through at that time and I had to pause it. So mine went on for 2 hours, over 2 hours. So I don't know about you, but it was a long one. A lot was given. There really was a lot of points that were given out in that speech. But it's always the idea that there is so much given. But you know, is it realistic? Will it be achieved? Well, the president this time did give a lot of timelines. So 100 days for this, by this date, by this month, we want this done, we want that done. So there are a lot of time frames that we can actually hold the president to account to now. So let's see how it all goes, and also development of different agencies now that are coming again, more of them, a lot more falling under the presidency. Again, that's another development that's come out of it. So it's something that we need to look at, we need to diagnose and hopefully look at it. But I think one of the concerns was, of course, security measures and how that was, of course, going to be played out. And we'll get some analysis on that and the security, and also what is happening and all those changes that are supposed to be taking place, which he did announce there should be an inevitable change soon. So yeah, lots said. We're looking forward to getting some analysis on that. Let's look at our next trending topic, and that is the EFF. And of course, this also coming on the back of Sonar 2022 and the EFF, I think, starting off, it was quite not such a nice start to the day. There was already a scuffle between the EFF and police that broke out in Parliament, and that was not a nice thing as usual to see. But the reality is that it did go off smoothly and all went well once they got into the Cape Town City Hall and it was delivered. So lots of reasons why the EFF are trending. I think the one is because the police and EFF clashed before the State of the Nation address, so there were some visuals coming out of it now. Then there was a press conference that they hosted directly after the State of the Nation, and Julius Malema just saying that he wasn't happy with what the president had to say. Again, too many promises, and he was lamenting the fact that he shared with us his leather shoes, and he said, don't come here and share your leather shoes with us. Do that when you're having drinks with your friends. Come and do something more substantial and create real jobs. There's still nothing in terms of job creation in the president's speech. That was just one thing that Julius Malema came out and but that's the EFF, always holding them to account and making sure they're on their toes. And also another story coming out where the EFF are basically saying that it set itself an ambitious target of growing its membership by 1 million at the end of this year. So that should be an interesting one to see. So lots of reasons why the EFF is trending this morning. And then, of course, our final trend, this is the news that broke yesterday, but this was the passing of Coley Roberts, and very, very sad indeed. 49 years old, and the circumstances around Coley's death is still unknown at this point. So, there's the family have asked for privacy to deal with this and to try and sort of come to terms with what happened. But we know that she passed away. It wasn't yesterday, it was 10 o'clock the previous evening. So that was 10 o'clock on Wednesday evening. And then, of course, the news started to circulate the next morning. And then, it just is, it's a very, very sad situation. I mean, I met Coley on many, many occasions, and it was always a highlight going out, no matter where we were, Coley Roberts would be there and she would come bouncing up to you with all the energy in the world, welcome you, have fun, be naughty, be very, very vocal and chatterach about everything. She was an absolute breath of fresh air, but you know, it's such a very, very sad loss, and I know that she's going to be missed by a lot of people, especially her family, her children, her grandchildren, just all the loved ones, her sisters, the rest of her family, all that she's left behind. And it is a very, very sad story that we obviously are still coming to terms with. But just to let you know, we will actually be speaking about her in the third hour here on the program. We've invited some guests to come in and talk about Coley and their memories of her. So stay tuned for that.